In today's episode, we look at seed starting, from all the supplies you need to the technique of properly starting your seeds and getting great success with your seed starting journey. So sit back and learn everything about starting your seeds. The most basic item you will need are 10-20 trays. These are from Bootstrap Farmer. This is not a sponsored review. Bootstrap Farmer has excellent quality products, as you will see, and I highly recommend checking out their products. Links in the description below. These are very sturdy products built to last. The next item you will need are humidity domes. Your seeds need a moist and humid environment to germinate, and there are two sizes, as you see, with vent openers on the top, which come with high quality humidity domes like these. The larger domes are the ones I prefer. They are on the right, and the smaller dome is on the left. The smaller dome is not something I recommend for seed starting. Use the larger domes. Now to start seeds, you will need seed starting cells. The 72 cells are the most common size that fit in a 10-20 tray, and these are what I highly recommend for starting most vegetable and flower seeds. These cells allow for root pruning. You can see these grooves which let the roots breathe easily and not get root bound. They have holes at the bottom to easily push out the seedlings once they germinate. Overall, they are very well built and built to last a long time. Here is a closer look at the 72 cell seed starting setup. For the seed starting mix, you need a sterile mix. All you need is either peat moss or coconut coir, perlite, and then add some gypsum, and that's it. You can also buy pre-made peat moss and perlite mixes at your local garden store if you want to, and then just add gypsum. This is the best seed starting mix in my experience. Add the seed starting mix to the 72 cell blocks. Use 2 fingers to compact the mix in the cells. You do not want loose soil, as it will just collapse when you water it. This is the most common mistake new gardeners make, so please avoid it. Add more seed starting mix to cover the cells. Repeat this for all the 72 cells, and this will take time, so please be patient. Once done, set it on a flat surface and use the shower mode on your hose to moisten the seed starting mix and let it settle down. You should also bottom water the tray and let it sit for around 2 hours. Once watered well, drain the excess water. Again, a mistake a lot of gardeners make is not draining out the excess water. Leaving water in the tray will drown your seeds, invite fungus gnats, and make seed germination very difficult. Your next step is to sow the seeds. I use a chopstick to make a small hole in each cell and then sow 1 seed per cell. I do not sow more and then thin later. Since you have 72 cells, chances are most of your seeds will germinate, so you don't end up wasting seeds. If your seeds are more than a year old or you are unsure, then sow 2 per cell and then thin later. Once you have sowed your seeds and labeled them, which is very important, your seed sowing process is complete. Labels are extremely important, so you do not forget which variety you have sown. Now the seeds need a moist and humid environment to germinate. Use the humidity dome and make sure that the vents are sealed. This creates maximum humidity and allows the seeds to germinate faster. Here is a closer look at the vents. All high quality humidity domes like this one from Bootstrap Farmer will have vents built in. The domes are also very sturdy and well built. Place your seedlings in a warm location. I have seen lights cause seedlings to germinate faster, but you can keep it in dark as well. Use a seed heating mat if indoor temperatures are below 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Most seeds need warmth to germinate. I'll provide all product links in the video description so you can buy them. 7 to 10 days later, your seeds will begin to germinate. It may take longer for some varieties, so please be patient. Once the seeds germinate, humidity is your enemy. It will cause damping off and kill your seedlings. So remove the germinated seedlings from the dome and place them outside under a grow light. Allow them to grow under bright lights 10 hours a day for 4 weeks or so. A 50 cell tray is another great way to start your seeds. These are great for starting seeds of larger sized vegetables, or if you want to leave them longer in the seed starting cells. Unlike the cheap and fragile seed starting cells at your garden store, these seed starting cells from Bootstrap Farmer are extremely strong. They have holes in the bottom to absorb water and fit easily in this 10-20 tray. You will now add a seed starting mix. This time it's a Jiffy seed starting mix, which is easily available on Amazon or your local garden center. I'm not a big fan of these because they are very hydrophobic and resist water, but they eventually do work. Once again, make sure that you have added enough seed starting mix and then use 2 fingers, compact the mix into the cells. This removes air pockets and is a very important step. Then add more seed starting mix to cover the cells. And also water them from the top and then bottom, and allow it to soak in for about 2 hours. On the left, you can see the Jiffy seed starting mix, and on the right, you can see the Pro Mix or the Sunshine Mix, which is available at your local garden center. And they look very different, but achieve the same purpose. For the 50 cell seed starting system as well, make sure to label each row or each column of seeds you are sowing, so you don't lose track of what was sowed. And then we are sowing 1 seed in each cell. Gently cover each seed with the seed starting mix so they do not get dislodged. This is also very important, and this is why we water the seed starting mix before we sow the seeds. Humidity is again the key, so we cover these 50 cell seed starting cells with humidity domes. They fit right onto these 10-20 trays. And you can see the smaller humidity dome on the left and the larger humidity dome on the right. Bootstrap Farmer has some excellent products, but it's literally a maze trying to find out which products you need to get to. So I hope this guide will let you choose exactly what you need. In 7 to 10 days, your seeds will germinate, and you will see roots coming out of the bottom. This is due to the root pruning holes around the seed starting cell. Here you can see another set of seeds which have germinated, and all these roots coming out is an indicator that you need to up-pot these seedlings. Up-potting seedlings is a necessary evil of seed starting. You have to do it for your seedlings to get larger. For up-potting, you can either use 2.5-inch pots that you see here, or for larger plants, you can also use 5-inch pots. The 5-inch pots are substantially larger, hold a lot more soil, and are also very sturdy. These 5-inch pots are good for larger plants, which you will only transplant later, so it can stay in this pot for up to 8 weeks without getting root bound. Once your seedlings grow to this size that you see here, they are ready for up-potting. You do not want to stunt their growth, so it's a good idea to up-pot these seedlings at this stage. So let's look at this process. Here are some ash gourd plants, and as you can see, the seeds have germinated and the roots are now appearing at the bottom of the seed starting cell. So this is the time to up-pot it into a larger container. This is what you will need to up-pot your seedlings in a 2.5-inch pot. First, the base. This is where you will need a shallow base as you see here. This is a 10-20 shallow tray. On top of that sits a 2.5-inch cell holder which fits right onto the 10-20 tray. And then the 2.5-inch cells fit securely on the holder. Here are our plants, and what you need to do is push the plant out from the bottom, and this is where the cell design of these Bootstrap Farmer 6-cell inserts are so useful. You can push the plant from the bottom. Do not pull the plant out using the stem or the leaves, they are very delicate. Tilt the cells a little bit and then use gravity to push the seedling out of the 6-cell insert. And now we are ready to up-pot the seedling in the 2.5-inch pot. We have filled these 2.5-inch cells with potting mix. Remove a little potting mix from the 2.5-inch container and place the seedling inside. Remove enough potting mix so that the seedling sits inside comfortably. Place the seedling and add the potting mix around the base. Make sure the seedling is upright and then compact the soil gently but firmly around the base of the seedling. Again, not compacting is one mistake which a lot of gardeners make. If the seedling doesn't make soil contact, they will not grow as well. Take your time to make sure that the seedling sits upright, at the right level, and that the soil around the base of the seedling is packed in well. After up-potting all the 6 seedlings, this is how your seedling should look like. They all look good and ready to go into their base, which is what we do next, is set them up on their base, which holds them in position, so that they don't topple when you move them around. It's all these little design decisions by Bootstrap Farmer products that make it a great investment for your seed starting needs in the long run. They are convenient and they save you a lot of time and hassle. Once you have set your 2.5-inch pots in the holder, make sure that you have labels for all your seedlings so you know which variety you are up-potting. The downside to using these individual pots is that you will need to use one label per pot, and these labels are cheap. I'll provide links to these labels in the video description below. Here are our 6 tomato plants that germinated in the 6-cell inserts, and they're ready for up-potting too. After up-potting seedlings, they need to go under grow lights. And if the soil is not moist, bottom water before placing them under grow lights. There is one more important step, and that is fertilizing your seedlings. And since this is a more complex topic, I have made a separate video on it, so make sure you check the video link in the description and the pinned comments below. You can buy all these products from Bootstrap Farmer, and there are also links to everything we used in this video, so you can have your own seed starting setup and be on your road to success. It took a long time to make this video, so a like would be much appreciated. We'll see you again soon. Happy gardening!